Dip, 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 dip.
What am I doing here?
Do what you like.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Fuck them all.
Why is everybody always picking on me?
Hallucination, denomination.
What's your name and what do you do?
My name's Andrew. I play bass and do some vocals here and there.
And you're in the band.
Brimstone Coven,
You guys are from West Virginia.
Wheeling, West Virginia.
You guys just put out a new record.
Black Magic, Metal Blade Records.
How's that going? It's good
Really
people.
well,
What
yeah.
kind of plans you guys have on the horizon?
We're working on a 2-week West Coast run, which will make a lot of people happy. That's probably going to happen late October to mid-November, and I think it's going to, if all goes as planned, it's going to start her in New Orleans and head our way west across Texas, New Mexico, Colorado, into California, up there a bit, and then then cutting back across the country back home. I think we end up in Kansas City maybe and go home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So all places we've never hit yet.
How would you describe the scene in West Virginia where you guys are?
The scene there is great there, man. Everybody's there's not one clique like of like one genre of music where everybody sticks together and nobody goes to anybody else's shows and everybody's hating on each other. It's not like that at all there. Everyone is a different genre of music, basically. They're really good at what they do, and everybody equally respects everyone else for the genre that they do, and equally supports them, which is extremely rare.
Right.
I don't know if it's there's not a lot of younger bands, so I don't know if it's a maturity thing. But I don't know. I just noticed like the past 5 years, everybody's just kind of come together and everybody just supports one another, goes to each other's shows and shares each other's flyers, and so it's just something that you don't normally see.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
So how did you guys end up together? I know you guys played in a previous band.
Corey and I have been in bands
We
for
played with you. They played with you all the time.
Wilderkin way back in the day. Yeah. Corey and I have been in bands for 10 plus years now, and in one form or another. We both play multiple instruments, so if he's got an idea like, hey, I want to do this thrash project, do you want to do this on it? I'm like, yeah, I've got this death metal thing in my head, do you want to do this on it? So we've always been involved in one form or another for a long time, and he had the idea for Brimstone, and he had already assembled Justin and John, and but roles were a little different. John was playing bass. They had somebody else singing, and that didn't last too long. And so he asked me to sing, and gave me a track and told me to demo vocals over top of it, and I did. And I was like, man, I demoed this stuff. I like it. I like the music, but I don't think my voice really fits. It shouldn't be like the identity of the band. I was like, well, I have John playing bass. I said, John's got pipes, man. try to get John on. What's John doing? He's playing bass. So we'll switch roles, and I'll try and play bass and do it that way. And as soon as that happened, it was just like click. It just all happened. So
Did you guys already had the 3-part harmonies in mind from the start, or
I
that just happened?
I don't think so. I think it kind of just accidentally happened. Well, he was, the way we write is the way Corey writes, basically, because he would demo everything because he could play everything. He would, record drums, bass, guitar, the whole deal. And he had some songs that had some like 2-part harmonies on them. And, different song to different song, we delegate who would do what harmony or whatever. And by doing that, I think we just found out, like, hey, we all have different timbre voices, and technically if we put our heads together we can do this 3-part thing and it would actually work. So it wasn't intentional out of the gate, I don't think. It just kind of had a happy accident.
It's pretty awesome. Like, it's pretty unique, and a lot of bands don't sing.
I like to think so. Yeah, you're right. I think that's kind of what sets us apart. Aw, don't be jelly.
Well, they're gonna start banging away. So
Right.
let's see if you had anything you'd like to share with us before we head out. Tell us a little bit about some of the songs you're playing tonight.
That's a good question. We've been making up set lists as we go.
I'm not sure. I'm just gonna catch like as much set as I can.
We'll probably play Black Unicorn. We'll probably play Beyond the Astral. We'll probably play Cosmic Communion. We'll probably play The Grave. We'll probably play Children of the Sun.
Okay.
Those are the only staples that I know. The others are all wild cards.
All right.
So.
Well, I guess that's it.
Right on.
Trying to think of a good closeout,
Ready?
question. All right, let's go then. right, so what happened up there?
We had some fun. We made things bright. We made things foggy, and some people were into it. So that's always fun on a Monday night. Decent crowd. Yeah.
Tell everybody who you are and what you do. And
My name is Jason Kindred. I'm the vocalist in a band called Void King. We try to play anywhere and everywhere we can, and have a good time doing it. That's our major focus, is have a good time.
how would you describe your music?
Someone once called it stoner doom and roll, and that's kind of, I guess that's close, about as close as you can get. Stoner doom and roll. We kind of do all kinds of different things. When we write new music, we try not to make it sound like this or make it sound like that. It's just whatever comes out. So, yeah.
And you guys are from MUNCIE area, basically?
Kind of. I mean, we don't hardly ever play there. 3 of us do live there, but we play so much in Indy and we practice in Indy that we just kind of consider ourselves an indie band, basically, for logistics' sake, I suppose. Because we don't really do much in Muncie.
Right.
Occasionally, and that's about it.
So tell me about the shoes.
Who
came up with that idea?
I did, of course, because I'm the weirdest, I think, in the band.
You guys eat applesauce before every show too?
Yeah, and I have $5.75 in my pocket.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't lace it with anything
Okay.
that we admit to.
But you came up with the idea and you guys went out and shoe shopping together, or how'd that work?
No, it was tax time and I bought everyone shoes. I mean, that's basically what it boiled down to.
Right.
I thought, okay, well, if they're good enough for Heaven's Gate, they look comfy enough for us on stage, so that's kind of the direction we went.
They still make those shoes?
They do, but after the Heaven's Gate incident, they renamed them the Internationalists.
What were they before?
You would ask me that. I don't recall.
Spaceship, alien love,
Yeah, Jupiter shoes.
neutered, fucking.
Purple satin neuter shoes.
Okay. What other questions can I ask?
Is that a question in and of
What
itself?
are some of Void King's influences, do you think?
Yes, a little bit of everybody that you could imagine. Tommy
Yes, the
likes-
band?
Yes, of course. Yeah, we're progressive.
Okay.
We do some progressive things.
right, so-
Tommy, we all like different music. We all come from different musical backgrounds. We agree on a lot of music. And
What's the craziest thing that you guys listen to that would surprise your fans?
Christopher Cross. Does crazy things happen when we listen to Christopher Cross?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Is there anything that's more avant-garde now than Christopher Cross?
No, that's not avant-garde. Michael McDonald. Jeez. Let's see. I mean, I listen to a bunch of weird stuff, and I know Tommy does too. Tommy listens to like some more extreme doom stuff. I like everything. I like Diane Word. I like Bjork. I like Iron Maiden. We like all kinds of different stuff, so it's kind of coming from.
How do you feel about Ray Stevens?
You know, I'll streak. If I was back then, I would listen to the song and I would have done it. I had it on 45 single when I was a kid.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What was your first record ever?
First record I ever had?
Yeah.
Kiss Alive.
Did you buy that or someone give it
No,
to you?
one of my older brothers gave it to me. It was on 8-track. Yes, it was definitely that. It was a Kiss album on 8-track.
Would you say
And
that-
then Molly Hatchet was next
Was that on 8-track also?
as well.
Which one changed your life?
Iron Maiden. did.
Iron Maiden?
Yeah,
Okay.
completely changed everything about what I thought music should be like.
Okay.
Yep.
And then by the time we're in Circle Limit 4, what were you listening to?
Oh man, I listened to everything. Lots of Mr. Bungle, lots of Faith No More, of course. Iron Maiden, all the heavy stuff. Brutal Truth. I lived with a bunch of death metal guys, so I listened to a bunch of death metal.
The only reason, because I knew you supposedly threw up at your first show ever.
I threw up a lot.
You did?
They called me Vomitron.
When, like before or after shows?
Before, after, and during. It was just anxiety.
Really?
Yep. I stole
During?
this big metal pail from the Flying Tomato, and I used it as a vomit bucket. It basically went with us everywhere. Bucket 84.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where's it at now?
Oh, I lost in the midst of time. I don't know.
Some dude in Yorktown spray.
Yeah, probably
Use it
has
to
a
feed his
flower.
cats.
Yeah, something's in it. Yeah,
Right.
flower pot or something.
Well, is there anything that you would like to tell the world if you had a chance?
Let's see. God, that's a huge question. be fucking nice to each other. Everyone just please get along and be nice to each other. That's huge important. If you get a chance to show someone else some love, do that through whether it's music or whatever. Just be kind to each other, because there's not enough of that going on right now, and we could totally use a whole lot more of that, of kindness and caring and peace. So that's what I like to say. And listen to Void King and listen to local music, because most of the time local music is better than what's on the radio. So that's pretty much that.
All right, yeah, anything else? Anything else?
Well, yeah, I got tons else, but I mean, you know, it's a limited amount of time, and I don't really know how much of a soapbox I get. So.
All right, that's very good.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Well, yeah, my pleasure, Steve, as always.
I'm Drew from ARCHARUS. I play guitar, and then I'm a vocalist. Not necessarily by choice, but you know, someone's got to do it. So. Just over 2 years. Our birthday was this month. We've been up here playing around for the last 2 years or so.
What's your latest release?
The latest release was Render Unto ARCHARUS. It was an 8-song full length that we released back in November at Indiana City Brewery, and then PG down in Evansville. We did like a double release party. So we're me and Matt, the old guitarist. He and I went to school down in USI together, and like Evansville's like a second home, so we always go back down there as much as possible, play with our buddies and the cool places we know down there. That was our latest release, but we have new material working on for a special project coming up. Hopefully start recording at the end of the fall.
Tell me a little bit about the show tonight.
Tonight is going to be fun because it's BRIMSTONE COVEN from Wheeling, West Virginia. And those guys are just exactly what you think of when you think of like stoner, doom, smoky, occult, bluesy metal stuff. You know, it's just good stuff. And then so that's on top of it, and then Void King in the middle. And Void King is just as heavy and as loud and as powerful as you're going to find in a band in this town.
What do you think about the Fifth Quarter Lounge?
Fifth Quarter is basically, I call it headquarters, even though I gotta be careful because it kind of contradicts some other places, you know. But this is basically where we all hang out. Like if there's a show, it's gonna be at Fifth Quarter. It's gonna be somewhere else. It's not as good, honestly.
What's your take on the music business these days?
It's something I don't really follow too much. I listen to a lot of Pandora and YouTube, and then people sending me, hey, check this band out, check this band out. I'll buy stuff off Bandcamp mostly, just because it's hard to find stuff in record stores, and who knows if they're going to have the right releases in there. But I try to frequent those places as much as possible. But the music industry as a whole is probably different avenues and branches. I mean, you got the pop stuff, which is still successful and utilizes the same systems that they utilized back in the 70s and the 80s. But in the metal scene, like, it's a whole different, it might as well be a different sport, you know. We're in a different realm.
So if I catch the last two songs of your set, tell me about those two songs.
The set, the Under a Tattered Banner is the fourth song. Matt wrote that one, and that's actually about a quest line in Elder Scrolls. So we always like the warriors and Vikings and dragons kind of stuff. So it's based off one of those. And the last song is be San Sabado, which is if you couldn't guess or if you listened to it or read the lyrics, you'd probably guess it's pretty much a homage to most stuff that Black Sabbath does. And it's pretty apropos really right now because it's really about political divide and misperceptions from different sides of the same coin. It's almost like if we'd all take a second to, stop pointing fingers and start, looking at every side or perspective we can find, we may not be so evil to each other. That's really what it's about.
What are your plans for the upcoming year for the band?
Upcoming year, we got a few more shows. Some cool bands coming in. Our buddies Horse Burners are coming in from West Virginia. Doomstress from Texas. We play with Alexis and Brandon. Their other iteration, Project Armageddon, we played with last June, and they're stupid cool. So I imagine Doomstress is going to be right up the same alley. Other than that, we have the Doomed and Stone Festival rolling through in November. Hopefully around that time, we should be wrapping up recording the new EP that we're going to be working on. And that should be really, really fun too. So that's on the near future. We're writing diligently for that. It's going to be really the same ARCHARUS vibe, but it's going to be much more complex, a little bit longer, much more thought out, and less straight up just rock and roll. It's going to be more, a little grittier, a little doomier, a little bit more melodic too at the same time. So we're going to go all different directions.
Cool.
Just improve on the last stuff.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
that will play. Watch the solitude. Perfecto. And radio. At the BRIMSTONE. You got to go. Got to go! No bullshit! Forget it! No bullshit! Play some rock! You got to go! You seriously go, man! It would suck if you missed this! Seriously, if you could only go to one show, Saturday I was doing it at the radio.